Whether it's through penetration, getting in the post, pounding in the paint, offensive rebounds, they do.
Shooting very efficiently, 11 of 17, has hit some threes as Reese could not bank it in. Reese gets the hands in, a little revenge on Martin. Shovel it, Hull, three, bottom. 6 threes now for Kate Martin in Miami. Average just 2.6 points per game. Sung sign. Can't hit. Reese up the other end. Carves out space. Copper.
What he's continued to say is they understand the importance of a big lead going into the fourth.
Martin tears Reese.
Angel Reese was hailed as a rising star, a game-changer poised to revolutionize women's basketball. She was expected to be a shining example of talent, a player capable of captivating fans and sparking a new wave of excitement for the sport. With such high expectations, the pressure was immense. However, as the league works to establish itself, a troubling truth is becoming clear. The fans aren't showing up.
Actually, for Kyle, I've noticed, and for Angel as well, we both can speak about it, but I've noticed the two of you have such a special bond, and I wanted to talk about, Kyle, what's it been like getting to know Angel on a personal level? And Angel, for you, what's the best part about getting to be and hang around Kyle?
It's been great. I think, outside of the TikTok shit, y'all, on the court, it's been, great, to see her on the court and really want to learn. It's a lot of young players in the league that's like, I want to learn from the greats. I want to learn. And you get with them and they don't listen or they do it.
The numbers paint a stark picture. Every time Angel Reese steps onto the court, viewership continues to drop rather than soaring to new heights. With this, the fear grows that she may inadvertently be holding back the league's potential. The question arises, has Angel Reese been revealed as a player unable to live up to the lofty expectations, especially as her counterpart, Caitlin Clark, shatters records? Reese seemed to be struggling to maintain relevance in a league desperate for star power. Just this past Monday, a game featuring Reese saw the viewership plummet to a disappointing 8,900, figures that barely rival a mid-tier YouTube creator's reach. This was supposed to be Reese's time to shine, a chance to capture the fans' attention and carve out a lasting legacy. Instead, it seems many are turning away from the sport, and the passion for basketball is fading. Stay with us as we delve into the drama, break down the numbers, and explore what this means for Angel Reese's future and the broader landscape of women's basketball. Let's take a closer look. When the WNBA made its debut, it promised a new era for women's basketball, positioning itself as the alternative where players could truly shine. In the beginning, it seemed like the league was on the verge of something groundbreaking. Viewership during the opening week soared to a promising 30,000, sparking hope for a thriving new chapter in the sport. However, that early excitement quickly faded as the season progressed. The initial allure began to crumble. Fans anticipated thrilling athleticism and star performances, especially from Angel Reese, who was expected to be a standout force. Instead, they were met with a series of underwhelming games, where lackluster performances were masked by flashy marketing tactics. As the season wore on, average viewership plummeted to a mere 204, and shockingly, it fell below 1 million. Every time Reese took the court, these numbers painted a bleak future for a league already struggling to maintain its momentum.
Yeah, I feel like I get critiqued a lot, obviously, because I do rebound, and I do rebound in a great way, and I play defense. Obviously, as a rookie, coming into the league, my mind was just to get a fresh start. I did everything I wanted in college. I won a championship. I had the college experience of doing what I wanted. When I came into the league, I just wanted to be able to grow. And luckily, I was really, really good in one specific thing, which was rebounding. And I knew I had to tighten up on my offense. And
this situation is nothing short of a nightmare for Angel Reese. Having built her brand as a trailblazer and a disruptive force in the game, it's hard to reconcile that image with her current struggles on the court. Fans expected her to lead with a commanding presence, spearheading her team's charge. Instead, they're watching a player who seems overwhelmed by the demands of a highly competitive league. In an unexpected twist, viewers are turning their attention to Kate Martin over Angel Reese. It's a surprising reality. Martin, initially seen as a supporting player, has now caught the eye of fans, while Reese's role as the main attraction seems to be pushing them away. What's driving this shift? The answer is clear. Martin's tenacity, defensive prowess, and overall effectiveness have earned her praise. Fans are drawn to players who hustle and give everything on the court, and right now, Martin embodies that spirit. In contrast, Reese finds herself outperformed, outplayed, and struggling to keep.
I mean, being able to be in Miami from January to March, not having to go overseas, I never planned on going overseas. Okay. So that already sparked me. being able to know two great players that are starting something, I think is amazing. Who would want to play with two great players like that? And I knew they were going to bring on a couple more dogs. Nobody wants to go overseas.
Right.
A lot of us never want to have to go overseas, but some people do have to go overseas, unfortunately. So being able to make, 6 figures, being able to make 6 figures here within 3 months, being able to be housed in Miami, just being able to get better 3-on-3 is something that I love to do. I haven't been able to play competitively, but I think I can be able to work on some of my individual skills by being able to play, because 3-on-3 exposes everything.
Yeah.
And being able to do that, so I'm excited.
The contrast in viewer engagement is striking when Kate Martin takes the court. Ratings remain solid. In contrast, whenever Angel Reese steps on the floor, it's become a ratings disaster. These aren't just opinions, they are backed by data that highlights the severity of the situation.
Foul call on Angel Reese. Kate Martin will shoot 1 shot for 2 points.
The moment that humiliated Angel Reese came when she found herself benched in favor of Lexi Hull, a player not usually seen as a star. In a critical game moment, Hull stepped in and excelled, outplaying Reese in nearly every aspect. Hull's defense was stronger, her rebounds were more impactful, and she played a crucial role in her team's victory, while Reese struggled to find her rhythm and appeared increasingly out of sync. Being benched spoke volumes. It was a clear message that no player, no matter their projected status, is untouchable. When the supposed cornerstone of a franchise is sidelined, it forces uncomfortable questions about whether the initial hype was ever warranted. Fans are growing tired of Reese's presence. While she's built a massive social media following and relishes her role as the villain, enjoying the spotlight, it highlights a major issue. All the bravado and marketing flair don't translate into success on the court. Fans want to see that flashy attitude turn into wins, but instead, they're witnessing hollow claims lacking substance. In contrast, Caitlin Clark shines without theatrics. Her focus is purely on the game. The respect and admiration she's earned come from her performance, not her persona. This difference explains the shift in viewership. Fans are drawn to genuine competitiveness and effort, not posturing or empty bravado. With Reese struggling to deliver results, it's clear that her star power alone is not enough to keep fans engaged or invested in the unfolding story of the league. It's a paycheck, not a passion.
Reese, as you were on the coaching staff there with the Hall of Famer Cheryl Miller. But that's all from the perimeter passing too. Angel Reese mid-range a minute to go here in this first quarter. Angel Reese, Cardozo had to deal with some foul trouble. Double team comes, she finds Angel down, getting it ahead to Reese. No, Reese rebound putback, yeah. Off on a triple try, O-board to Harrison. Rebound putback, no. Angel Reese and one opportunity. She is...
The unvarnished truth that Angel Reese is facing is that her involvement with the WNBA feels more like a paycheck than a true passion for the game. Signing with the league seems to have been more about capitalizing on fame and fortune than an authentic love for basketball. But fans are astute. They can spot inauthenticity. They want to see players who invest their heart and soul into every game. Unfortunately, the lack of genuine effort in Reese's performances is unmistakable. Instead of displaying the fierce competitive spirit typical of top athletes, it feels like she's treating the sport as a side project, and fans are picking up on this. This perception influences their choices when it comes to watching games. If this trend of disengagement continues, Angel Reese may soon find herself in a tough position where options dwindle. The trajectory is troubling, and the stakes have never been higher.
Okay, here's a week in my life of workouts. So Max and I do a lot of fun drills to get warmed up, like that balloon drill. You'll see a lot of frisbee drills, and then we'll get into a lot of movement right after all of that, and then we get into the basketball stuff. So we work on a lot of off the move, dribbling into shots, quicker release, things like that. And then we always go into our weight session afterwards. This was Monday, we did a lot of heavy back squatting and into jumping.